Hello, welcome to the Reframing Mindset podcast. We are clear my head of the thoughts that are preventing clarity, practice my speech, among other things. Episodes range from informative knowledge to funny stories about my experiences, and in the future, maybe include interviews. So subscribe and enjoy. Episodes drop every other day. Okay, welcome back to the Reframing Mindset podcast. My name is Concept Brooks, and this episode I talk about you know, we, in our previous episode, I mentioned about the love hate relationship that I have about the rain. And uh, speaking of the rain, it actually started just now. And one of the bad aspects I usually hate about the rain was that it comes at a very inconvenient time. um, but like when I'm on the road, or like for example, I want to record an episode, like when I'm doing a podcast now. But rain in general, I like, when you're in certain things, like for example, when I was in primary school, one of the best thing was when it started to rain, because the rain would fall so hard that you can't barely hear a thing, can't hear a thing. And then you just call it with the class a day, and we just basically get to socialize with the friends and people and just chill and just do stuff or sleep or sleep. That was the convenience of the rain. Or like at home now, you're at home. What if you're it's a nice way to just basically just relax and just chill on normal circumstances. But one of the frustrating things about when the rain situation usually starts is that it usually comes with lightning. So that was the other terrible aspect about the rain season, the lightning. Because what happened was that when the lightning comes, it has the ability to actually affect the electronic appliance. So, for example, destroy your TV, the internet, and all those stuff. And because of that, what usually happens is that there's usually be a lot of blackouts when the rain season come with the lightning. So what would be a nice rain session for me to enjoy TV and stuff usually uh, result in cursing by my grandmother back when I usually grow up and live with her, because it will be frustrate every time she would curse about the appliances could be destroyed and all those stuff. And if she's not wrong, the lightning can destroy those appliances. So one of the next reason why I said I have the love hate relationship with the rain was every time the rain occurs, usually when on a show I wanted to watch. Because usually what happens that when the rain season comes, it usually falls during the evening, in the evening periods. And during the evening periods, back when I was very much poorer than I am now, I did not have cable. So what I had was like basically the local channels, and the local channels just gave the cartoons that I usually want to watch. Usually just come at certain times of the day. So the worst, so like between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. So the worst thing that could ever happen to you in those times is have rain with lightning, because you basically have to turn off the TV, wait for the rain to stop, and then hopefully turn on the TV. And because of that, uh certain days you just basically miss out on all the cartoons because because you can't watch a TV. You can't watch a TV. But there have been advances. There have been advances, like for example, the place that I was working. The one of the things that I was actually dealing with the streaming platform that they were using as entertainment has the ability to actually watch things on demand, like rewind and watch a show that you had from way back when, on the day before, record shows and stuff like that. And the cable that I have the ability to actually do recording and stuff as well. So we have really, I've actually advanced a lot from way back then. A lot have changed since 26 years of being here. So, but what hasn't really changed was as yet was the effect of lightning on a lot of appliances. Lightning still does have the effect to actually destroy a lot of appliances, and because of that, every time there's a rain station with a lot of lightning, blackout usually happens at my home. So it just so that's just one of the frustrating thing about the rain, the lightning, and it's something you can't solve. It's something you can't solve. The thing about the lightning is that with the rain, the good effects of the rain, the benefits of the rain. I I would take the time to actually research what is the benefits of the lightning as yet. Because if I understand the benefits, then I'm like, okay, I know that there's a lot of things that a lightning can do, but I haven't took the time as yet. You know, when I actually took the time to actually learn, then I could have say, okay, yes, yes, and when you learn, maybe we can learn to actually, maybe actually learn to control the weather. Nah, that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing that you want to do. Give us the ability to control the weather. Turn ourselves into we'll kill ourselves. I think. I think. But that's basically it for this episode. Thank you for listening. I look forward for the next episode. Yeah. So basically, this episode is about how frustrating the lightning is when you have a nice rain session. The lightning always comes and just basically mess up the mood. Mhm. That's basically it for this episode. Thank you for listening. I look forward for the next episode.
Well, this is the end of the episode. Thanks for watching and look forward for the next episode. To support this podcast, go to anchor.fm/cssb/support or become a sponsor for this episode. If you have a product that you want to have more exposure, DM me on the Instagram page, Reframing Mindset Podcast, or on Twitter at ReframingP. Either way would help. Thank you regardless for listening, and here's a preview for the next episode.